You can bet your bottom dollar. Great programming coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Stand by. Hold on. Talk at its finest, coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 2 minutes, stand by. We know what guys are talking about. Stand by. A great show coming up next on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. In about 30 seconds. Stand by. Don't go away. Stop. If they're talking about it at the barbershop, we're talking about it here on SME. Great show coming up in about 30 seconds. Don't go away. Stand by. It's time. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Another great product on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Yeah!
I'd like to welcome everybody to the Grizz, and of course, I'm your host, Rashad Grismore. I have a fun and a very exciting show for you today. You would not believe who or what rookie has the highest jersey sales in the NFL. You're not going to want I mean, wow. I couldn't, when I read this, I was like, wow, you trying to tell me that guy, he's like one of the more popular players in the NFL, a rookie? Wow. Odell Beckham Jr., you know, the little spat that he and Josh Norman have, obviously that little quarrel that they had, yeah, it's not over. Clayton Kershaw, his manager Dave Roberts said that don't rule out back surgery. I don't think that's really good. And also, I'm going to talk baseball. Not a lot of it, but it's going to be enough. And hold up. Please don't stop listening to me because I said I'm going to talk baseball. It's going to actually be fun. I'm not going to talk games, but it's a few things that I want to talk about. I love me some baseball, especially when it comes down to comparing this player versus that player or that stat versus that stat, because that's all baseball is pretty much about. It's a stat game. So I love talking about that. And then I have a lot of other things I want to talk about. Michael Jordan's new shoe will be coming out in a few months. But what I want you to do is sit back, relax, and enjoy me. And let's get it. Thank you, everyone out there, for tuning in to me, the Grizz, however it is that you are tuning in. So, yesterday, I made a mistake in pronouncing, what did I say, Melanie Trump. No, her name is Melania Trump. Now, there was a few days ago where she sit there and downright hijacked Michelle Obama, the president's wife's, her speech, and then today, or yesterday rather, you hear reports that said that a speechwriter wrote it for her and she was the one that plagiarized it. Here's my thing. The woman sit there and lied because I saw her say that she wrote the speech. So you're a liar. Like, it's okay to sit there and say, you know what? I look up to Michelle Obama. I think she's a bad mother, you know what, and I just like her style. So, I apologize for what I did. But the woman, she's bad. She could have said something to that, and then I would have been like, okay, cool. But don't tell me that the speechwriter sit there and did this when I heard you with my own two ears say, yes, I wrote it, and it meant everything to me. I don't want to hear that, because that means you're lying. You're lying about little things. You ain't got to lie. Like, one thing that I have learned is that if you tell the truth, especially here in America, people will forgive you. And then the Republicans, well, like I said before, I'm not here to talk politics. That's not my cup of tea, but I have to say this. I've always said this, that boxing, politics puts Washington, D.C. to shame. I don't think I'm going to say that anymore after watching the Republican side of things. I was watching CNN, and just to hear some of the things that was said about Ted Cruz and how they was booing him, because like I said before, I didn't watch it. The only reason why I watched it was because my girl, my lady, she watches it, and as I was listening to some of the things that they were saying about him, I was like, man, this is some fascinating stuff right here. Like, I can understand why people like watching this, like my mom. She loves watching the news. She does. She be like I'll talk to her on the phone and she be like, David Gergen said this. I'll be like, dang, mama, you know their name? Like, really? And then she called, who was that? What's the guy that's on MSNBC? Chris Matthews. I think either it's her or my auntie. They call him Wet Mouth. So it's like, I'm like, man, these individuals, like, they are how I am about sports. That's how they are when it comes to this politics and this news stuff. I just don't get it. No, I'll take that back. I do. It's very captivating to hear what they had to say about Ted Cruz and they booing him. And wow, it's just a mess. It really is. And she a mess too, for just be a woman about the situation and just say, you know what? I think Michelle Obama, I think she bad. But that's enough of that. Like, that's enough of that. I want to talk some sports. So let me go on and talk some sports. Now, Cowboys rookie running back Ezekiel Elliott tops NFL jersey sales. I know. I'm shocked. I can't believe that actually happened. Like, the guy hasn't even touched the football. We haven't even had a preseason game. What does that say? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. Because he hasn't played not one game. We don't know if the guy can really play. But what does that say is that Cowboy Nation, they're big and strong. That's what that tells me, is that people out there still love the Dallas Cowboys. And being a running back for the Dallas Cowboys, it means something. Tony Dorsett, Emmitt Smith, it still means something. That's what that tells me. For him to supersede Cam Newton, Odell Beckham Jr., and one of the greatest of all time, Tom Brady, wow. That's all I have to say is wow. I can't believe that. but it's the Dallas Cowboys. That's the only thing that really comes to my mind as to why he is leading the NFL when it comes to jersey sales. Like, being a Dallas Cowboy running back, it really, really means something. And it's been 3-4 months. 3-4 months that Ezekiel Elliott has sold more jerseys than any other player in the NFL. You trying to tell me nobody has superseded this guy in 3 months? That means that, once again, being the Dallas Cowboy running back, it means something. Just like being the Dallas Cowboy quarterback means something. Why else will we continuously talk about Tony Romo? It shouldn't be Tony Romo. It should be Tony No. Tony No. Because that's all he does. It's like, no, Romo, why did you do that, man? But that just lets you know how powerful the Dallas Cowboys are. How many times must we watch the Cowboys have mediocre seasons and they constantly are on Fox? How many times must we see that? They have America's game of the week, the Dallas Cowboys, and you like, they're trash. But for some reason, America loves the Cowboys. You either love them or hate them. The same thing goes for the New York Yankees and my Los Angeles Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers last year should not have been on primetime TV. But for some reason, people wanted to see the Los Angeles Lakers play for 2 reasons. 1, to see if they're going to win. That's me. And number 2, you got a lot of haters out there. See, it's easy to hate on my Lakers because my Lakers have been winning for so many years. The same thing like the Yankees. But the Dallas Cowboys, what have they done? They haven't won a Super Bowl in God knows how long. What was that? The Niners won it in 94. They won it in 95. So was that the 1995, 1996 football season that they won a Super Bowl? And you trying to tell me that they're still relevant? That's because that's what Jerry Jones is all about. He's all about being relevant. That's why we have somebody like Ezekiel Elliott, who is the leading jersey seller in the NFL. He hasn't played not one game. Not one game. Listen to what I'm saying. He hasn't played one game. And he's over people like Cam Newton, Odell Beckham Jr., and Tom freaking Brady. It just lets you know that the Dallas Cowboys are in full effect. That's what that lets me know. And am I going to go on break? No, I think I got a little bit time for one more topic. So I have a new show that I'm watching right now. I do. And the name of this show is called Marco Polo. And it's on Netflix. And I'm here to tell you that show, I'm going to say that it's trying to compete with the Game of Thrones when it comes to things that you would think an individual wouldn't do. Like, it has an off factor. You know how the Game of Thrones killed, who was the little girl's name? What was it, her father? Stannis Baratheon. He killed his daughter. I can't think of the daughter's name right now. He burned her for the little god that he was serving. And then you have Marco Polo. You have the Khan. He does the same thing, except he didn't burn a little girl. He just suffocated a little boy. He just got a lot of just foul things going on in this series. But my favorite character in the entire series is I think his name is the 100-eye Raven or something like that. Pretty much the guy can't see, but he can see. Like, he's blind, but don't walk up on him thinking that just because he's blind, you're going to take his money. Because what's going to happen to you is he going to wear your ass out. I don't know how else to put it. He going to wear your ass out. If you see him walking down the street, you open up like the Red